Yes, hello everyone. Hope everything is good. Yes, so today we're going to be doing some anime style modeling, and yeah, let's just dive into it. So I have a few reference images from ArtStation and other places, some from Google. Let me see. Yeah. I wanted to go for something like the assassination classroom. Hello Hayes, hello Fadi Inen, how are you? What other animes are there? Anime do you know that have classrooms that we can look at if you are a big fan of anime? Anyway, let's start setting up everything, and maybe let me also do a few promotions. Yeah, so if you're new to Blender and you're a beginner, you want to learn how to use Blender, I have an add-on that helps you do that, and let me just show you how it works very quickly. It's called Blender Help, and the way it works is it's a compilation of videos, tutorials. So if I say I want to learn how to bevel, I can just type in how to bevel, search, and I can basically play a video on how to do that quite easily. So yeah, you can just search for, let's say, if you want to use the mirror option, you can search and then you can get a video about how the mirror modifier works. So that's an add-on, and link is in the description if you want to get it. And I want to add more videos there because right now there are about, I don't know, 100 videos. I think more than 100 videos for this. So if you're interested in this add-on, link is in the description. And my other add-on that I want to promote is the cloth library add-on. This is an add-on that lets you dress up characters quite easily with pre-made assets and also custom templates that you can use to simulate clothes onto your characters. Again, link is in the description. And then finally, another add-on that I like to promote is my quick decals add-on that lets you add decals like this easily onto your surfaces or models. Like that. Again, link is in the description. Getting any of these add-ons helps out the channel really a lot. Yeah, so let's jump in and get started with today's topic. Yes, we are creating a classroom. Persona classroom, is that like an anime? Do you have a laptop recommendation for Blender? The one I have is okay, my assistant is using it, so but it's a Dell. I don't remember what version it is, but it works for me, and it was relatively cheap. It was around $1,200, I think. Yeah, I tried to look for assassination classroom references, but reference images, but I'm not seeing a lot that we could use classroom. See, there isn't any reference images. Hello Dev Studio, hello Butterfish, hello Fadi, hello Teres Mia. Classroom of Elites. Yeah, the problem, they don't show the classes themselves, so there is this. It's this is simple, so I think we can do it in a very... I think we could do several classrooms. We don't really have to... let me see. Let's see how quickly we can do this one. I was doing some texturing in Substance. Just close that. Actually forgot that I had that in the background. Maybe Substance is really heavy, so let me just get that. I think a classroom like this looks simple enough, so let's try to do maybe a few different versions. Let me close all of this. Yeah, Substance Painter. I just want to say that your channel has been really helpful. Thanks for making this live stream and showing us the whole process for an intermediate trying to learn more. These are great. Thank you for that. Okay, let's set up this. It has vaulted ceiling, so let's start with this. I usually like to add an empty in the middle. Let me turn on my shortcuts. Like that. Turn on random colors, and just use the mirror modifier. By the way, I'm using my quick functions add-on to do this. I know sometimes people ask, and let me select the empty. How to use Substance Painter? Yeah, that's beyond the scope of today's stream, but Substance Painter is not really that hard to use. Let's bring the camera up here. Let's use a 25mm. Okay, let's add the walls on this side. I'll just do a cube. Can you place the camera on 0Y, please? Like down, 0Y. So it is perfectly in the middle. Okay. 0Y, that would be like that. That's what you mean. Was that 0Y? Okay, yeah, anyway, let me... Getting distracted a bit. Add a mirror. Select this empty. Okay, and let me add a bevel to this as well. So we have a wall. Okay. So we have some vaulted ceilings. Then here we can grab this. I think this is rounded. I mean 0 axis, but never mind. How long have you been using Blender? About 10 years, but not consistently. I was taking breaks because of school, but yeah, I started using Blender around 2010, sorry. What happened to your stream yesterday? Yesterday morning, power went off. We had a power blackout here. We have it a lot here. Stupid. We have a lot of blackouts here. If the internet is not, if it's not the internet, it's the power. So yeah, struggles of a third world country. Anyway, let me have this as a classroom. Yes, I don't know. So today maybe we could use Eevee for this. I'm not seeing anything that really might require cycles for this. Let me go to my asset library and search for concrete. We could use something like I don't know, this. Okay, these are tiles. I think that's nice. That's good enough for the walls. Maybe this could also use the same material, and I think the roof can also use the same material. Is there a way to customize an add-on in Blender? Like how do you want to customize? Okay, let's create, I think these the windows. Let's create the windows. The windows should be quite easy. We can just do and now we can add a solidify modifier. And then a bevel. And then an array. Let me grab a metal shader here. I think I could add box mapping. I have the best kit add-on, and I hate the icon sizes and positions. Now I don't think you can change it. You can customize it that way if you want to change the placement of these things, unless you go into the source code of the add-on itself. I don't think you would be able to do much about that. I think I'm going to apply the solidify and just let me get some glass. Do you ever think to make an original art piece, or do you like to keep imitating? I've made a few of my own art pieces, but I find that it's much easier to kind of look at other people's work. If I'm doing a tutorial like this, a live stream, it's much easier for me to just try imitating instead of making my own piece, because I don't have to think a lot. But I have made my own pieces. Okay. How did you insert both the two and bottom without overlapping? You just hit I twice. Yeah. Today we are doing some anime and see. I think I need to bring some large area lights. So I want to have the lights duplicated here. So what I'm going to do is just have a plane like this. Give it an array. Give it an array. Yo, thank you for subscribing. Harikesh Prajapati. Thank you. Lighting for me is the most challenging. I want to see how you're going to light this classroom. Yeah, I think I've already started on the lighting. So I want to have area lights on all the windows, just so to imitate the natural daylight. So I'm using an object here. Can you make a morning street scene, because you always make night ones? Sure. I think I could do that. Let me see. I want to use instancing faces like that. Now this should be rotate 90 degrees. I wish lights could be had modifiers like the array modifier. It would make life much easier. I can even add a mirror modifier to this and just select the empty so that we have lights on this side as well. You can see what we have light coming from the windows, which is good. For ending point, the sun is the best. Oh, but this seems like I don't know, a cloudy scene. So I think let's just use cycles because it's going to be much easier to render. And let me also maximize my space here. Okay, this won't be supported in Blender. Yeah, let's just maximize everything. And use cycles. And if we're using cycles, then we don't really need this. We can just use a sky texture. Let's change the settings a bit here. Turn on the denoiser. Bro, for anim, if it's so good, is good for so many big anim artists use it. Yeah, it's good, but I don't know why. I just because it takes time to get it to look good. I don't know. So which artists are using it? Maybe I could check out some of their work, works and see. Our texturing is a bit too much, so I'm going to add like a texture, gradient texture, and I need maybe to use this. I just blend the two because I don't want the texture to overwhelm, to be too much. And I think I need to cover the back as well, so I need this wall. The floor looks quite reflective. Mackley is a legendary. Let me see. Let me check him out and see. Ah, nice, nice, nice. I'll definitely check out his work and see, because it looks quite good. Thanks for the recommendation. Really sorry to be annoying, but you set the camera on the X to 0. Yeah, I'm trying out different angles. I never really commit to any camera angle just yet. I usually like to play around. And see, McLennan, Leland, and CG Moore really nailed the anime look. You can check them out. Okay, let me get some of your recommendations and see. CG Moore. I see. Has some nice pieces. Like this maze really looks good. Is he using Eevee or Cycles? Yeah, the problem if I add the freestyle effect, it only works after you render, not before. And I think one thing I think to make the we can also add, let me see, a color ramp here, because I added a gradient, and I think it can help with the anime look. Maybe let me just use multiply. Let's see, I think I like it here. Let's add in some tables. I already have a few of these. Chair. Have a few classroom chairs. And I also have a desk, classroom desk. Actually, table. Let me just instance the collection. I'll go to my quick functions and just play with the exposure a bit. Let's see how this looks in Eevee. I also have a blackboard. Yeah, but it's slightly offset the middle on the X, whereas the original was perfect. I mean the camera? How would you make realistic lighting? Well, realistic lighting is it's a matter of experimenting. It depends also on the scene. So the lighting you might have on one scene may not look good on the other. So it depends on the scene itself. And I think we can change the rotation to something like 45, so that we have the light coming from a certain angle. Maybe you play with the colors a bit. Texture. Let's find something we could use for the classroom. Bring this image looks beautiful. Thank you. Let's bring back our reference image. Hey, fat cat. Okay. Let's add in. Let's try to add in some volumetrics and see. Okay, the volumetrics really make it look even more amazing, I think. So let's add some trees. In the background, because right now it looks a bit empty. So let me see what they have here. They have a few trees, so I'm just going to use botanical, the botanical add-on for that. If we look carefully in the reference, there's ice type of ground and yes, volumetric too. Yeah, the ground is very reflective. I think that's what you mean in the anime version. So let me do that too. Make it how do you push through the project and get motivated even is taking very long? Well, this is like a hobby for me, so I don't really need motivation to do anything. I just love doing this. So that's how I'm able to get through different projects. One thing that might be worth noting, Japanese school rooms like these usually have one wall with windows with windows to the outside and one wall with windows that look out in the hallway. So you mean like so if we added like a wall here, it would make more sense. Let me see. Let me grab. Yeah. So let's make this the hallway. So if I grab a plane. So if we get rid of these faces, just to make our hallway. With the same material. Let's see. Yeah, so something like that, but because we don't have lights in here, it looks a bit dark, so we're going to add some lights. Let me see. I didn't know you watch anime. Very nice. Yeah, I do watch anime, man. Fat Cat. You know, I have a friend who had a company called Fat Cat, so I'm wondering if that's the one. But yeah. That's what make it look more beautiful. Oh, the hallway. So yeah, I was looking at this and this one. Oh, actually, I think you're right. This one also has a hallway. This side is a hallway. It's not really windows. Yeah, it's a hallway. You're right. Let me see. I believe the light should be coming from the left side. From the left. So you mean we should maybe just mirror this. And I just have the tree on this side. So that means we also have to rotate the sun the opposite direction. And I think this room should have, let me first get rid of. Since this also needs to have some windows. and the reference is from the back side, so the light is from the left, back and front, and from front is right. Yeah, I don't think I understood what you meant there. So let's add some windows here. I think I can grab this. I think I have some windows, so let's not just make one from scratch. I have a few windows, actually plenty of windows. By the way, the add-on I'm using here is the asset library, my own add-on, and I find myself using it more than the asset browser that comes shipped with Blender. I don't know. Okay. Now we can add area lights or portals here. Never heard of it? Yeah, I know it's it was my friend's company. It was a graphics company. So are there any free add-ons for making buildings and houses quickly? Well, if there is, I'm not aware of them. I want this to be a portal. Portals just reduce render times because they let Blender know what parts of the buildings are bringing in light. So let's see. Yeah, I think I like that we have some detail now there. And actually, instead of making these portals, let's make them actual lights and just give them some light like that. Here the cases have already been ruffled. Okay, not sure what you mean, but the standard floor plan of our Japanese school is practically a trope of the genre. I'm not sure. Let me see. We can create the light. We can create wall light there on dark left. Not sure what you mean. Let me see. Maybe lower the sunlight a bit. Let's see, to 10. Yeah, I want the rays to be hitting on the floor, so I think we should just raise. I mean, put it back at 15. Which anime is the classroom from? Classroom of the Elite. Yeah, we were trying to. Yeah, I don't even remember where we got the reference, but I think it was, the classroom of the Elite. Yeah, I think so. Someone suggested that, and we got it from there. I like practical lights. Add more light to the right. To the right. Oh yeah, like ceiling lights, you mean? I think I have a few ceiling lights we can use. So let me go here. Search for some ceiling. I have this ceiling mesh. Let me first pause. With this ceiling grid, we can start. Let me have it here. So it kind of helps, it bisects the ceiling, so we can add things like ceiling lights. So let me do light. Hey man, you just ask whether I would get texture folder if I take Patreon. Yeah, if you're a patron, you can get textiles folder. Let me add these lights. And separate the ceiling so that I can subdivide it. So I can I want to add room for my ceiling lights, like that. The light is perfect. Let me see. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Dizo. Thank you. You need to add more ceiling lights. Yeah, let me search for a ceiling material. Let's see. Think we might need another. Let me see. Where are these? Let me push the camera back a bit. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Fat Cat. Thank you. And welcome to the community. Now, I think I'm going to also thank you, Abdul Rashid, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Swami Nathan Kushik, for subscribing. You guys are flattering me today with your subscriptions. Okay, I think I made the window too large. Yeah, I think we also need some ceiling lights, like practical lights, like Fadi Nini said. So let's look for some lights. Some hanging lights. Yeah, there is this. No, not that. Have this, but it's not. Let me see. Let me go to my lights projects because I have. Let me go to my models. should have. Yeah, in here I have a ton of lights in this. What was the name of the add-on? Asset library? Yeah, it's called the asset library. It's on my, let me get it for you. So Blender Market, let me see, asset. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Sleepy Big Boy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you want the asset library, which is the add-on I'm using right now, you can find it there. Though it doesn't come with the assets, it's just it helps you add your assets and manage them easily. So, for example, I want to use this light in the project we are working on, so I'm going to add it to the asset library so that I can easily get it, access it. There is one of the board and the stripes between ceilings at the top. There is one on the board. Oh, you mean lights? Yeah, I want to use this. Let me wait for the materials to load so that I can show you what I mean. Can you add a ceiling fan as like an addition thing? Yeah, I think I could definitely do that. It's required. I just want to add this light first. I'm waiting for the render and the materials to kind of show, compile. Yeah, so I want to add this light. Now, let me make it a bit. No, let me just use it. So if you're using the asset library, if you have the asset library, you just select the object you want to add. So you go to add, name it whatever you want to add, and do a render preview like that, and then you can save it in whatever library you want. So I have saved that, so I can easily just go into this project and search for, I don't even remember what I call it, but I think I call it light, so I can search it. Then now it should be added. Yeah, so it's here. Just have to import it in now, and it's there. Let me just make this one. Another great thing, editing this one doesn't affect the other. So yeah, that's how the asset library works. That's my own add-on. Yeah, so we can have something like that. Let me see. Oh yeah, there are these, I think there are 4 lights. These are the ones we're talking about, I think. So let's add one there. So they're hanging off the ceiling. Let's see. Not sure why the tubes are not really visible. So let me change a few things about this light so that, because I want to see these tubes. So I'm going to grab this, just get rid of some of the faces, because I want to be able to see, I want to see those tubes like that. Let me first pause. Let me go to the quick functions and bring back. Yeah, so something like that. Just add area lights between the ceilings. Yeah, I think we could do that, but just if it's just an area light, then you won't be able to see the tubes. You just see light, but I won't see the source of light. So let's add the area light as well to add more light. There. What you point light where the ceiling? Sorry, I don't think I understand what you mean. Yeah, the volumetrics is really slowing things up. So let's first hide it for a bit. We can come back and change it. You can always come back to it a bit. But let's see. Let's add some trees. Let me see some comments I've missed. Can you add a fan? Yeah, I forgot about that. I think I have a fan, definitely. Is it? Yeah, see. Let's see. That's our fun. Hello, Burning Bright. How are you? It's been a while. Why is there a random bush outside? Yeah, I was trying to add some vegetation outside, maybe a compound or something. So let me actually do that. Let's find a grass material. Grass. Let me grab some grass for the outside, just so I think our scene might be too large for some, because I didn't really care about, I didn't focus on the scale of the scene. But let's just add some bushes. I'm great, thank you. Sorry, meant why don't you add a point light? Point light, because it doesn't focus light, if we add it here, we also have some light going towards the ceiling, which is something I don't want. Hi, outside playground. We could do that, but outside playground. I don't know why. It seems also that I have starting to have too much light. We can basically have another building block, I think. Yeah, so that it actually looks like a compound. We can, let me grab a building. I need something that could look like a classroom. Maybe this. Oh. Yeah, I want something in the background there. That will work. Thank you, Godam Train. Thank you. Outside playground. What could we add in the outside that would make it seem like an actual playground? A string? Do I have a string? Just put these buildings on the side. I don't think we would be able to see the string though. Yeah, I'm going to add some more trees. Let me add some more trees. Let me. And maybe let me change this to negative 25. Make the flow more reflective, like the original. So yeah, sure. Let me see, where is this? This is the flow. Let's make sure let's make it very reflective. So I'll just add a mix node here. Just make this reflective. I rotate them to face the angle as the room, but then in a way that they don't block the light. What should I? What, the building? Do you mean the buildings? I really love the volumetrics, but kind of blocking is really slowing down the render. Let me go to quick functions here, play with the colors again, give it a more, either a cooler look or warmer. Looks like that. Bump up the practical light emission. Cooler feels better. Like that, maybe bring up the contrast. What's the add-on on? Oh, you mean what add-on I'm using for the temperature and contrast? I'm using the quick functions add-on. This is my own add-on as well. Just adds a lot of shortcuts to just speeds up my workflow. Basically, if you use Shift Q, I get this pie menu that gives you access to a lot of things, and I might have seen me use it quite a lot. Have material functions and other things, and yeah, gives you also access to this this panel where you can play with the colors a bit. Yeah, let me see. Can I make the flow more reflective? Maybe even a bit darker. Look Dev is an add-on. No, not Look Dev. This is the add-on is called Quick Function, and it has a panel called Look Dev. Write something interesting on the whiteboard and bring it in focus by pointing a light on it. What could we write here? What could we write here, you think? Yeah. Well, think of that. Let me also add books. I have a book cabinet, I think. Maybe this is a teacher's desk, so it should be facing the students, and we can give them some books on them as well. So make it a bit to the blue side, a temperature, and add more whites in the scene, like in the original. Let me wait for these shaders to compile and see what you saying. Okay, it's saying add. Let me go back here. Make it more blue. You know, I don't know, but I think I like the warm effect more. But let me see. Let's more blue. Not that much. Like how much? Like that. Sharpen the blade of creativity with a stone of practice, something like that. Okay, let's see. Let me get a handwriting font. Handwritten font. Yeah, maybe something like this. Is it downloaded? Okay. I'm just going to write it directly with a text object. I think it's called South. It's called Southern Demo, but I don't know where. Just paste this on the desktop, so it's much easier to find. It's saying sharpen the something something. And this sharpen the blade of creativity something. Let's give it a white. And I'm just going to remove it, make it so that it doesn't cast any shadow. And that makes it, always make it look like it's on the board. Where is it not visible? Okay. Yes, and more white like the original, but it won't. But if you want it more warm, it's okay. Now I want to see, because the reason why it doesn't really. Let me see. Why is the word not visible? Is it inside? Okay. Yeah, rendered at high resolution, maybe the word would be more visible. Let's increase the strength of our sun. Yeah, so we can see the rays coming in. I think warm is more realistic, and bluish is more in the anime look style. Now, let me bring back the gamma. Let me just reset everything. Yes, I was giving you the anime style lighting. Yeah, I think the blue look gives it that anime look. I don't want it to be too much. I want it to be, yeah, somewhere like that, I think. And maybe the other thing we could do is the desk. The material of the desk has to be a bit darker if we want to go for the anime look. Hello, Epic CGI. How are you? I want to go for the anime look today because we do make a lot of we do try to go for a lot of realistic views. So today let's just go with anime and see. I think I also want to add some area lights here in the window. Put a light on the board, like at the top of it, and make it white and spill on the room like the original reference. I think one thing I think we could do is just have some area light, some large area light at the window here. Actually, let me make sure that this is a single object. I have a background in color grading, so I know a lot about temperatures. Ah, nice. So what do you do? Where is this background from? Is it in film or what exactly? Amazing, you changed the whole game. To be honest, it looks superb. Oh, thank you, thank you. Can I ask which country you live in? I live in Uganda, that's in East Africa. A film. Nice, nice, nice. Like, is it indie film or feature film? Let's add a few characters. Let me first pause. It's indie. Oh, nice. Have you made anything we can find? DaVinci Resolve, if you know it, that is the program. Yeah, I know DaVinci Resolve. You got recommended? Nice, nice. That's amazing. Glad to see you joining us. Let's try to go for the more realistic look. Hello, Marvel's keyboard nuts. How are you? I'm too shy to do that. Don't have confidence like you. Yeah, I was like you, I guess. I wasn't comfortable showing my work, but yeah. What is your age? See, right now there is not enough ambient light in the room. I think we might have to redo the lighting. And the problem is I want to have volumetric lighting, but it's too slow. Let's see how things look in Eevee. What I hate about Eevee is this compiling shader thing. It takes too long to compile shaders. Yeah, so because we are using Eevee, we might need to change to a different. Maybe let's use a sky, an environment texture, an HDRI image. Yeah, let's reset. Let's reset everything. Eevee is so difficult to make it look good. Yeah, but the thing I like about Eevee is that volumetrics render faster in Eevee than in Cycles. Yeah, let's grab a sun. Actually, let me bring the light of this. Let me add a sun. And another thing I like about Eevee is we can choose what lights should have volumetrics. I have to go to study. Thank you for the awesome stream. We'll make sure to check the final results. Thank you. The final results will be on Discord, or they'll be the thumbnail of this video. Have a nice day. Have a nice day as well. Give the flow some color, light color. Maybe something like that. Let's try baking the lighting and see. Using an irradiance map. This is usually a hit and miss. Can never get the right setting every time. Sometimes it looks good when you bake the light. Sometimes it looks like shit. Let's try and see. I don't know, it's likely that my PC is going to what? To freeze if I try to render to bake the lighting, but let's see. Let's do it. Let's. Yeah, if things are hanging, you're probably not even able to hear me if things are hanging, so I'm not sure why. But I think it's baking the lighting, that's why you see the flickering. So yeah, let's give it a moment and see if it's any good. Is there any difference? I'm not sure. Can make the sun more soft. So that's Eevee. Switching back to cycles. So this is cycles without using a sky texture, but just an HDRI image. Not sure which one looks better. Eevee is obviously faster, so maybe we can work with this. I like the compound. Maybe we can also add in some people here. So let me have this character. Let me first turn off all the effects so we can add, so that the render is much faster here. Grab this guy, make him editable. Just have him seated. How the leg, you mean how did I do the leg for the wildcard assignments tool thing? I wonder. Yeah, I did that quite a long time, maybe like 2 or 3 years, so I don't even remember. So let me duplicate this guy, Shift D, apply visuals to geometry, join, and then just instance this guy everywhere. How did you model this character? Oh no, this is a character from Mixamo. I got it from Mixamo. I think looks great. The mess looks amazing. Thank you, thank you. Which add-on are you using for the character model? I'm using the asset library to import the model, but it's not the one that created the model. It's just, I'm just using it to bring in the character. I think I forgot to add the face onto this, so Shift D. They have no teacher? Let's fix that. I think we can add an area light here to focus some light on the teacher. Hello, King EXO. How are you doing? How do I do it? It's just, yeah, a lot of time, a lot of work. Can improve the shadows, but that requires computational power that I don't have. Let me see, how much distance do we have here from the camera? Because that's one way to improve the volumetrics is by reducing the end distance here. So 40 meters, that should improve. Yo, thank you for subscribing. Send Paul Musao. Do you think it would be easier to do the leg of stool in ZBrush? I don't even remember the actual model itself. I don't remember it very well. So, you mean the one that you showed? I think you did it very well. If you're talking about the stool that you added in the Discord, I think you did it well. They just have a lot of strict rules. They're just too strict. Yeah, the same one you added. Yeah, I think you did it well. It's just that those guys really have a lot of rules. It looks cool, thank you. I keep missing these live. Finally got live. This is 3 times of Blender. You're working in. Yeah, this is 3.0. Is it 3? Yeah, 3.0. Thank you, Maru Queen, for subscribing. I appreciate that. I think I need these to be, these blocks to be more separated. And let me give them a solidify, modify. If you see some like bleeding, it's usually a result of, like you see here, if you don't have any thickness to your walls, you're going to see light bleeding like that. So yeah, let's play with the colors. I don't want it to be too dark. You know what? Let me grab something here. Let me do something radical here. Let me make this side overexposed. So nah. It's okay like that. Look at this glass shade a bit. Yes. I probably missed this, but are you building the scene to scale to help with lighting, wattage, and material? No, the scene is definitely not to scale, because let me show you if I measure. And that was a mistake I didn't recognize, because I'm struggling. That's why you see that I'm using a lot of power to. So you can see a table like this would normally be about 1.5 meters. So it's definitely not to scale. Try reducing the volumetrics. I want some bit of volumetrics though, because then if we don't add that, then it looks like we don't have anything in the background. Let's add a few other things. Let's add a cabinet. Another bookshelf here. Yeah, in the preview it looks heavy, but in the render it will look like there is almost no volumetrics. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Maybe another thing we could do is I have some school lockers. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. B18DCPT195. Let's see. Let me see. Locker. Do I have a locker? Yes, I have these lockers that maybe we can add. So it's nice to have your own library of assets that you can pull out anytime, like I'm doing here. Yeah, I think I also have a globe. Yeah, our grass is showing through. Yo, thank you for subscribing. Elma Fache Rodi Barrier. Sorry if I butchered your name. But thank you, thank you. Let's add a globe. Can learn a lot from the stream. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Let's see what else can. Let me see. Vents. Have some ventilation. Get rid of some of these. Okay, I think that's going to be it. I will post the final render after I'm done. But that's it. Thank you for showing up. I'll see you in the next live stream.